How's it going, everyone? Chris here for the Blu-ray Critic, and on today's 4K review I got a great one, man. John Carpenter's original classic from 1978, Halloween, now celebrating its 40th anniversary. And geez, man, I just can't believe this film is 40 years old. Of course, I wasn't around when this movie came out, but when I saw it the first time, it just totally blew me away, and I just never looked at horror films the same way again. And the master of horror, John Carpenter, he knew what he was doing, and he filmed this on a very low budget of only $300,000 at the time. And just the replay value of this film, it just never gets old. And the character of Michael Myers just grabs your attention, just leaves you at the edge of your seat, the suspense of it all. Just a fantastic film on all levels, and I can't wait to see the direct sequel, which is going to come out in a matter of a few weeks, man. Halloween 2018, which basically wipes clean all the sequels. Like Halloween 2 through 8 does not exist, so it's just a straight up sequel to this one, the 1978 version. And early reviews have come in, and people seem to love it. So let's cross our fingers, man. Hopefully, when we check it out, we'll love it too. Alright, so before I review the 4K edition of Halloween, I wanted to mention the Blu-ray disc that's included in this set is not the Dean Cundy restoration, the 35th anniversary edition of Halloween, which was released 5 years ago. It's actually the original disc of Halloween that was, released on Blu-ray in 2007, which included the feature, cut above the rest and whatnot. So, yeah, it's an old disc, so obviously you're not going to get the restoration on that Blu-ray disc, but I did compare the Blu-ray release, the 35th anniversary disc, to this 4K edition, and of course, I can tell the difference. This just looks absolutely amazing on 4K, and it just has a more cinematic experience. If you thought the Blu-ray edition looked great, then you haven't seen nothing yet. And has the grain intact, and just overall has a more natural appearance on 4K. And by the way, this 4K edition includes both HDR and Dolby Vision, but I recommend watching this in HDR. I just found the colors to be a bit more on the natural side. Sure, it was deep and whatnot, but it had a nice balance to it. So yeah, this is basically the Dean Cundy restoration on 4K from 5 years ago, from the 35th anniversary edition. But instead of checking it out on Blu-ray, we now get to experience it on 4K. But unfortunately, with this edition, a digital copy is not included. But I was really blown away with this 4K edition, man. It also features the original mono track as well as a true HD mix. And of course, all the bells and whistles, man. You get the commentary track with John Carpenter, Jamie Lee Curtis, the Night She Came Home featurette on location 25 years later. You get the TV version footage and whatnot, TV spots, trailer is included as well. But obviously, if you're a Halloween fan, you're going to buy this 4K edition anyway. But I just wanted to give you guys my few cents as far as my opinion goes. But yeah, man, so overall, I was quite pleased with the 4K edition. It's sharp, even though it's filmed on a 35mm print. It's a very sharp looking image, and yeah, can't say enough about it, man. I'm going to rate this one a 5 out of 5 for the picture, and a 4.5 for the sound. And I'm going to put some insert shots so you guys can get an idea as far as how this looks on 4K comparing it to the various Blu-ray editions. But don't judge it just based on the pictures. It's just to give you guys an idea. Of course, you have to see this film in motion. And, like I said, just looks absolutely amazing on 4K. And I got to give props to John Carpenter, man, for him to come back and, be one of the producers for this new Halloween film. He knew there was something special there. Otherwise, he wouldn't dare to touch it. And I'm sure he was sick and tired of all the various sequels that just didn't do the franchise, justice. And, of course, Halloween Resurrection, which I personally didn't like. But I'm sure there's fans out there. And, of course, there's the Rob Zombie edition, which personally I didn't care for. But, everybody has different tastes. Me, personally, Halloween, this one right here, 1978, is just untouchable. But anyway, let's take a look at the various screenshots of Halloween, 4K versus Blu-ray. Alrighty, so hope you guys enjoyed the screenshots, and man, I'm just getting goosebumps thinking about the new Halloween that's about to come out and the return of Jamie Lee Curtis back in the role that she belongs. Man, it's just going to be tons of fun. So anyway, thanks for checking out my review of the original classic Halloween on 4K, and as always, take care, and I'll see you guys in my next review.